This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Amberly Lago. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm happy to be talking to you.
And I with you. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am in, well, it's a usually sunny California, but we've got kind of a rainy day, but I'm in California.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
I would say I crossed paths with you because I've written a book called True Grit and Grace.
I love the name. Lots of G's
Thank
in
you. Yeah, it took a lot of grit, and by the grace of God, I've made it through some pretty tough situations, and now I'm just, I'm inspired to go share some hope with others.
So tell us about the part of the grit that made the story, please.
Well, the grit part was, I've been an athlete and a professional dancer my entire life, and fitness was my livelihood. And, sometimes we just can't control what happens. And on a sunny California day, I was hit while I was riding my motorcycle. I was hit by an SUV. And when I woke up from a coma, they told me that they were going to amputate my leg. And I had a 1% chance of saving it. And so I really, against all the doctors, wanting to amputate, I fought to keep it. And the grit part was I endured 34 surgeries and months in the hospital. And I thought the worst was over. And I was diagnosed with a nerve disease dubbed the suicide disease because it leaves you in constant chronic pain. So just when I thought the, healing was pretty linear, it threw me for a loop, and it's taken a lot of grit and still does to get through the day.
And the grace part.
And the grace part, I would say my pain has taught me compassion. It's taught me patience, and it's taught me to, I was a runner, and it's taught me by being still that no matter how far I tried to run, everything that I was looking for was already inside me. And that light that I have inside me, that's the grace, and that's what I want to share with others.
That's amazing. Wow. So who did you learn this from? Like this ability, if you look back, family, friends that had this level of grit?
I would say I probably get my grit from my grandfather. He always said, if you've got a shovel, you can lean on it and pray, or you can start digging. And I was like, well, I'm going to pray, but I guess I better start digging if I want to get anywhere in life. So he was one tough guy. I got a lot of my grit from him and my mom. My mom is amazing. She had 5 kids, and she works hard. And so we've got some strong women in the family.
Being the person that endured what you did endure, why will you continue to be that person that says, I'm going to stand with the 1%? I'm not, even though the odds seem to be against me, I'm going to go for it. Why will you continue to be that person, Amberly?
When the doctors told me they were going to amputate my leg, there was no part of me that was willing to give up my leg. It was my livelihood. It was more than just my livelihood. It was my passion. And actually, running was at that time, my tool. That was all I knew for therapy. So if I was sad, I would run. If I was happy, I would run. If I was anxious, I would run. And so to be told that we're going to take your only coping mechanism away from you, I thought, no, you're not taking it. And I had to be transferred to another hospital. I had to find just the right doctors, and I found one doctor that was willing to take a chance on me. And I think that because I was the healthiest that I had been, I mean, I was, so healthy and ate healthy, and I was an athlete, that I didn't get an infection and I was able to save it. But later on, I never would have imagined that same leg that I fought so hard to keep would later take me to the darkest moments of my life, because it still gives me so much pain. But, I think that we all go through experiences, and we're thrown different experiences in life as a way to teach us what we most need to learn. And like I said, I've learned so much from my pain. I've learned that despair is a choice. And we can either let our circumstances, define us, or we can choose to fight to make something positive out of our life. And that's what I choose.
Now, for those listening, where's the best place for them to follow you, or even to find out more about True Grit and Grace?
Oh, yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Amberly Lago Motivation. But if you go to my website, amberlylago.com, I have, my next speaking events that are coming up. I also have, I'm really into practicing gratitude, and it's a daily practice of mine to have a positive mindset. And so I have a free downloadable gratitude journal that you can download off my website. And I love connecting with people. So I hope that people reach out and just say hello.
That's wonderful. Tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Consistently, every day for the past 3 years, before my feet hit the floor, I say a prayer. And I say one thing that I'm grateful for in the morning. And every night when I go to bed, I ask my daughter, what is the best thing that happened to you today? And what is one thing that you're grateful for? Because I feel like that sets the tone for the day, and then you get to sleep on a positive note. And I think that what we think really affects our mindset and can change our entire day. And so I have to tell you a funny story. So just the other day, I pushed snooze. I was getting up a little bit late, and I get up and I'm like, oh man, screw the morning routine. I don't have time for this meditation and gratitude. And as soon as that thought came into my head, I fell trying to sit on the toilet. And I was like, okay, universe, I hear you. I will start with the daily gratitude. And so I've done that every day for the past 3 years.
That's amazing. I love that. Well, amazing audience. Again, you're hearing it live from Amberly Lago. She is many things and doing many things. Author of True Grit and Grace. She is a podcast host. She didn't tell us that, but we have her show notes, and she is a podcast host as well. She co-hosts on a podcast. It's the Amberly, and pronounce the last name for me, please.
Abachi
podcast. I'm glad I didn't take a go at that.
It's kind of a hard name, but yeah, he's awesome. He's a doctor, and so we combine our sources and just bring a podcast together for health and wellness, and to relationships, positive mindset, and self-development. So, yeah. So, I love doing inspirational quotes on, Instagram, and I'm not very good at Twitter, actually.
I as well. I keep saying that. Like, I have challenges with Twitter. I as well, my friend.
Really? You do too?
I do too. I just don't get it. I
I don't either. I'm trying, and I just don't get it.
We'll keep that our secret, yeah?
Okay.
But Amberly, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me now invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Amberly, what's your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory is lying in the crib, and I could see the yellow curtains blowing as the breeze came in the window, and it was calm and peaceful. And I remember my crib was yellow, and it was a wooden yellow crib.
How old do you think you were?
Oh, I had to be at least under 2 because I asked my mom about that, and she said, yeah, I used to just leave you in your crib because your older brother was always in so much trouble getting into things, and you were just as happy as can be just to be in your crib. And so, yeah, that's my earliest memory.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Well, I think my biggest challenge today is to be still and to rest. And I think that you just asking me this question right now is a reminder that it's okay to pause and it's okay to stop and feel the breeze. And so thank you for that reminder.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, it's a great memory, isn't it? To see you in there, comfortable in your own space. And again, nature is in there. Just like in your book, yeah? The front of your book seems to be a beautiful sanded beach as well. So peaceful. So yeah, I love that. All right, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
I would say Thriller. Well, actually, any Michael Jackson song. I was a big Michael Jackson fan.
All right. Well, we have arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Amberly, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Oh, no, you cut out. I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
That's cool. I can go again. Have you?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes, I have.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
Or what about 3 hours a week?
No.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, more.
What about reading? How often do you read?
Every day.
If you, Amberly, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Amberly Lago, what would you say that is?
We have a never-ending well of resource of resilience within us, and it's our superpower, and we have the ability to tap into that and choose to thrive and have a joyful life.
Love it. Amberly, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I just want to say thank you for letting me share a little bit with your amazing audience and taking the time to talk with me. I'm so excited I get to talk to you from so far away.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That we can connect. Yeah.
Technology is amazing. Well, it's a pleasure I treasure. Amberly Lago, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazon Enterprise.